Donnie Wahlberg's success as an actor, producer, and musician began when he first captured the hearts of teen girls everywhere as a founding member of the boys band New Kids on the Block. He now stars as detective and Iraq War veteran Danny Reagan in the hit CBS drama Blue Bloods. The series draws an average of more than, listen to this number, 13 million viewers. You know that, Nora. And follows a family of New York City cops. On Friday's sixth-season finale, Wahlberg's character tries to persuade his sister, the assistant DA, to charge a suspect in the retaliatory shooting of a fellow police officer. Here's a preview.
He fits the description that Officer Hayes gave of the shooter.
Matching garment is not a positive ID. You have the gun that was used to shoot Hayes?
Well, not yet.
Any witnesses?
No one's talking yet.
I want to nail the guy who shot Hayes as much as you do.
Wow, could have fooled me.
The public is angry that the grand jury refused to indict Officer Russell for shooting Perez.
What the hell does one case have to do with the other one?
Everything. They saw a cop shoot a kid with his hands raised. Regardless of the facts, a lot of people do not consider that justice.
Well, that's their problem.
Ooh, a little family tension. Donnie Wahlberg, welcome back to the table.
We like to ratchet up the family tension on this show.
No, it's a really good episode. We'll get to that in just a second, but we got to talk politics because you made national news when you endorsed Marco Rubio earlier in the game.
I did.
And you said that was the first time that you would ever endorsed a Republican candidate, and I think people are shocked because they're thinking, Donnie Wahlberg, a Republican? It goes to show you never assume it makes an ass out of you and me.
I'm sort of a man with no home. I think I'm like many voters nowadays. I have a very liberal heart and a sort of a conservative mind. I'm very open-minded. I mean, obviously, I support LGBT rights, same-sex marriage, things like that, but also support the Constitution. And I think the state should have a lot of rights and a lot of power. And I think if the more power we give to the federal government, the less power we give to the people. And
so does Donald Trump have your vote?
No.
No,
no,
okay.
But I don't know who I'm going to vote for yet in the general election, but I think it's, I hate to disagree with Bob Woodward, and I certainly not really disagreeing, but he referred to Trump as a revolutionary. I think really the revolutionaries are the American people right now. They're jumping on Bernie Sanders bandwagon. They're jumping on the Trump bandwagon. There have been candidates like them before, whether it's Ross Perot or whomever, but none of them have taken it this far and really just bucked the status quo. The great irony is that people are voting with a lot of anger. They're angry at the empty promises of government, and no one's making more promises to the people than Trump and Bernie Sanders. I mean, it's an amazing, they're promising the world to everyone, and if either one of them are elected, they can't deliver on half the stuff they're promising. So it's a great irony.
Yeah. Let's talk about Blue Bloods, and I know 13 million people, because one time, Gil, we did something on Friday night, and people got mad.
Yes,
we did the Hollywood Film Awards. They were mad that Blue Bloods was not on, including my parents.
And they told us, too.
Yes, and they told us, too. But so this is the season finale, and you kind of do a ripped from the headlines, if you will, because the episode is about a teenager being shot by the cops, right?
Yeah, and what's great about our show is that we get to explore these issues from all sides. Ironically, there's a retaliatory shooting in the episode where someone shoots a cop for payback, which is something that we actually had to deal with on Blue Bloods. I mean, we were getting warned for a while, you're dressed as a cop, watch out when you're out, shooting scenes out in the streets, because there was a lot of anger and resentment. They actually told you, be careful. Wow. Yeah, they did. I mean, I don't really worry when I'm on the streets. I mean, I love shooting in the streets in New York.
You still have your Donnie Wahlberg face wherever you go.
Yeah, wherever I am, the more people that gather, the more fun I have. Whatever neighborhood we're in, wherever we are in New York, they're very supportive of us. But, our show gets to explore because each family member has their own take on these different things. And my character is a little more always going to side with the cops. But I think in this season and in general, he's starting to be a little more mindful and starting to do a little bit of self-examination, which I think is really good. It's one of the great things about this show is our characters have gotten to grow and develop over the seasons.
How much of it do you think, too? I mean, it's a great storyline and everything, but I also think the family dynamics are what everybody loves about the show, too, right?
Absolutely. I
mean, the family dinner, which is crucial.
Family dinner,
yeah, the family dinner is something that I think everyone talks about. If I'm on an airplane or a subway, wherever I am, everyone always talks about the family dinner. I think why they do is because if you come from a big family, you can relate. And if you don't, you can live vicariously through the Reagans. And it's a very traditional show, and traditional shows became very uncool for a long time. This one came back in the midst of all these, unique family shows, and it's become one of the most popular shows.
You have 8
television.
siblings.
Yes.
Yeah.
How often do you guys get together?
Mostly holidays, but actually,
Thanksgiving.
Yes, Thanksgiving and Christmas. But ironically, our Wahlburgers restaurants and the TV show that we do has really given us the chance to get together a lot more often. You know, Mark is, you know, always in some far corner of the world. I'm here shooting or doing my other jobs or touring with my band, and the other family members are spread out. But the show and the restaurants have really given us a chance to get together more often than we typically
And
would.
you're married to Jenny McCarthy, and you guys did a reality show. I was a little worried because a lot of times those shows don't go well for the couples.
No,
After a shooting, there's a divorce sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think
Just saying.
reality shows don't divorce couples. Couples divorce couples. We
enough.
set out
Fair
we
enough.
set out to celebrate love in this. We're blending families. We're bringing two teenage boys together. You know, and we really love each other. And we made a pact with each other that we were going to showcase our relationship in all of its goodness and not get caught up in the salaciousness and not be throwing drinks in each other's faces
Yeah.
and staging fake fights. I mean, we love each other. We have a great time together, and that's what we show.
And you still know you have the ability to make women swoon. I know from New Kids on the Block, Jamie Yuccas, when she was here, she said she walked in the green room and she goes, "Oh my God, there's Donnie Wahlberg." She went, "Hi, Donnie."
The green room, it's like a party today.
The mayor is
going
there.
down.
It's a patty.
But you're not touring this time.
No touring this summer for New Kids. I've been doing Blue Bloods for 6 years, and I've toured the country or the world every hiatus. And my son's 14, my stepson's 13, and I really want to spend some time being a dad this
But
summer.
what gives you the most satisfaction, the music or the acting?
Both. I think in music, I'm kind of a boss, and I'm kind of like the executive producer and director and one of the stars. And in TV, I'm kind of an employee, and I like that too. I like to not have to be in charge of every single aspect.
You're a
But
big
I'm
Patriots
grateful
fan.
for all of it. Trust me.
You're a big Patriots fan.
Did you see Tom Brady hired Ted Olson? This may go to the Supreme Court.
Well,
Where do you
hey,
stand on
it's going to be
Deflategate?
4-4.
Where do you stand, Donnie, on Deflategate and Tom
Yeah.
Brady?
You know, I support Tom Brady, obviously. I'm a huge Patriots fan, but I'm also a disciple of Bill Belichick, you know, and he doesn't make excuses. He doesn't cry over what is. He just accepts what is and keeps moving forward. So to me, it's we're on to the backup quarterback as far as I'm concerned.
All right, Donnie Wahlberg.
So great to have you here.
Thank you. I love being here. And you got to come back to Blue Bloods. And
I know.
Yeah, Nora
Charlie and Gail
was
with
on
you.
the show. We would come. Thank
Can
you,
you
Donnie.
write a character for me?
Yes.
I could be like the new long-lost member of the family, of the Reagan family.
You
I could-
resemble
right? I
Bridget
could-
Moynihan a
yeah,
little bit.
I could be the
see
long-lost
that.
member.
All right.
Done and done. You can watch the season finale of Blue Bloods Friday night at 10 o'clock, 9 Central, right here on CBS.